Flanagan.
Hey, Mr. Hanson.
Have you seen Mr. Corbett?
I saw him a little while ago. He said something about going to do something for the video. Oh, I told him that we needed to do an intro for the Save the Penguins video. And he was just like, I've got a great idea. And he went running out the door.
Didn't tell you where he went?
No.
We should probably find out.
Let's call him.
Agreed.
Okay, cool. Let me just finish this. Okay. Mr. Corbett, where are you?
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so stoked. Miss Lanigan, you said that we were going to do some penguins. I went to go to the North Pole and interview some real penguins. But don't worry, I'm not going to eat any of them. I'm just going to interview them. And so my plane's leaving. I got to go. I'll see you guys in like 2 months, okay?
There's no penguins in the North Pole.
Where are these penguins? Where are these penguins? It's a blizzard out here. They over here. Oh, Miss Lanigan told me there's penguins here. I don't see any penguins. Maybe Santa will help me. It's so cold. I can't move.
I wonder why Mr. Corbett went all the way up to the North Pole.
That's a really good question. It's pretty hard to get up there.
It is hard to get up there. We've got penguins right here in Seattle.
A lot of them.
A lot of them. And they're like, look how cute they are.
They are pretty adorable.
Although I wonder if they miss not having a snuggle.
That's a good question. I wish we could ask someone about that.
Wouldn't that be great?
It would be.
Oh my God. I just realized I know the penguin keeper here.
You do?
I do.
Who is she?
Her name is Celine and she's amazing.
Can we talk to her?
I totally forgot that her job is penguins. We can interview her instead of waiting for Mr. Corbett because he's all the way in the North Pole.
He's going to be up there for a while.
It's going to take a long time for him to get back. So let's do that.
Agreed.
Okay. Celine! Hello! Maybe she'll come out to feed them.
Yeah, is that like
Well, hi, Celine. How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
Good. Hey, it's finally cold in Seattle, and I bet you that makes the penguins really happy.
Well, actually, these are warm weather penguins. Humboldts in particular are native to Peru and Chile, which is in South America. So they actually like their land hot. They're water cold, but they're land hot.
So how do they do with this kind of weather?
This kind of weather they do okay, provided that their water is warmer than the ambient temperature. So if the ambient air temperature is warmer than land, they're going to seek that out when it's cold out in Seattle.
Cool. So we're doing this unit that's about penguins, and so we're curious because everybody knows the emperor penguin. Humboldt penguins, though, they're not like emperor penguins?
Correct.
They're just
Humboldt penguins,
black and white.
They're black and white. That's about the only thing that's similar. But these guys are from South America, and that means they like the warm weather. Emperor penguins like the cold weather. Now they're in the southern hemisphere, hence.
So this is interesting because our colleague, Mr. Corbett, is in the North Pole right now looking for penguins.
Yeah.
Is that going to be a problem?
That's going to be a huge problem. Only thing up north there is walruses and polar bears.
There's no penguins?
No penguins whatsoever.
He's gonna
Don't
be out there
believe
for a
what you
while.
see in the movies. They're not up there drinking Coca-Cola with the polar bears.
Wow.
All penguins are down south. He's
Wow.
gonna have a journey.
How can we get a hold of him? We're going to have to do something.
I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So the African penguins are in danger because everything's getting too hot, and so they overheat and they try to go to the water to cool off, and then their eggs bake. So what can you tell us about your experience, your personal real life experience with the Humboldt penguins?
Okay. Well, with the Humboldt penguins, I've been to Peru, specifically Punta San Juan, Peru, which is a coastal desert region, meaning the penguins thrive on the desert, but it's located right on the coast of the Pacific Ocean right there. So they have the cool breeze blowing off the ocean, but at the same time, it's South America, it's warm. So they do run some risk of heat exposure. I've also been to Argentina and worked with the Magellanic penguins. Now, both of these penguin species are considered temperate species, meaning warm weather. Mm-hmm. They're also from the banded penguin family, the Spheniscid family. So they do, they're related with have stripes across their chest. So it's important to know warm weather penguins. Yeah. So in Argentina, similar to the African black-footed penguins, they have that same issue. So they have to live near the coast. The weather changes drastically, right? So you might have rain when there's not normally rain. For example, with Humboldt penguins, where they live is the Atacama Desert, which is the driest desert on Earth. Imagine penguins living in the driest desert on Earth, and then it starts raining.
Yeah.
And same with Magellanic penguins. The hotter the thermals are, they're having more thermal winds and more thermal events there now. They don't have shelter or proper burrows for their chicks to give them shade. Then that can cause major problems.
Speaking of shelters, if you had to design one for your penguins, what are the most important things you'd put in there?
Well, for desert species or South American species, you want to make sure it's nice and dry, so that they have a big enough nesting area that can accommodate for 4 penguins, because you're going to have 2 parents and 2 chicks. So it has to be big enough. And then you want to make sure there's shelter, right? So it's deep enough, far enough to accommodate for 4 penguins, and then have shelter covering. So you walk out the sun, or you walk out the rain.
How do they naturally make their own? Do they burrow?
They burrow, yes. They burrow, and if you imagine these are penguin feet, I'm going to use them like this. So I'm scraping out or excavating a tunnel, right? So the tunnels, the exhibit there, and just like the rocks beneath us here, they would be digging out the sand. If you look at a penguin's feet really closely, they have talons, kind of like a raptor's feet. So they're the web feet like a duck, but then they have talons, like really sharp, for climbing and then also for excavating.
Is that why they're able to lean over so far?
When you were feeding them, we saw them like on the ledge, like leaning.
Okay. Yeah, so they have really excellent balance, right? Very, very strong keel, upper body, breast area. That helps them flap their flippers and power them through the water really fast. And then they're not so graceful on land, you probably noticed, right?
But that's what makes them fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. But underwater, they're quite graceful, and you saw them basically flying underwater.
Yeah.
We call that swimming. It's the same.
Do you play music for them?
I do some music for them, yes.
Do they have a favorite kind of music?
They have a variety. This morning we listened to Breakfast with the Beatles. Sunday, that's their Beatle day. They also love kind of intonation and different sounds. Penguins are excellent. They have excellent eyesight on land and underwater. And they have excellent hearing. So one of their favorite things, particularly around the holidays, is Boris Karloff reading The Grinch Who Stole, How the Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
Oh, that's
their very
cool.
favorite. If you haven't heard it before, check it out, and you'll be captivated by the voice.
Nice.
So are they able to recognize your voice?
Yes.
Okay. So they know when you're coming and they know it's you?
Yes.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, a lot of times I'll announce my presence before I come into the room, because they're also easily startled. As you can imagine, they have to be on the lookout for predators at all times. Yeah. So they're like sleeping with one eye open, basically. And,
who are their predators?
Predators, pretty much humans.
Okay.
Pretty much humans are the predators. Where they live, of course, sharks and whales and things like that live as well. emperor seal, sea lions.
Okay, the sun is going down, so let's just do a couple more quick questions. Do you have a favorite penguin? You're not supposed to say you do, but
I'm not supposed to say. Off the top of my head, what two? Oh, we have 3.
oh,
Okay, we have 47 here. They're all my favorite at one
Wow.
point around here. Cujo is the oldest.
Cujo.
She's 31 years old.
wow.
Um,
How long do they live in the wild? Is that?
yeah, in the wild they live about 10 to 15 years.
Oh wow, so
in
she's super old.
zoos and aquariums, yeah, about 25, 30 years old. Yeah.
If you
so
had to
get a
pick
cross the door test.
one interesting fact to share about them, what would it be?
One interesting.
Only one. You only get one.
Things that people might not know.
Yeah.
The warm weather thing is the biggest one.
Okay.
Definitely. But I've heard that penguins poop once every 7 minutes. I think it's more frequently. So that is a fun fact that I like to pass on to people.
Yeah.
It
There's
just
one
makes
over
you
there.
think about how penguin would not make a good pet.
Oh
Penguins hard to take care of, hard to keep clean. That's why they need lots of area, lots of space, lots of habitat.
Do they ever bite you?
Do they ever bite me?
Yeah.
Oh yes. But I think I've done pretty well.
You still have all your fingers.
I still have my fingers.
Got your nose.
Everything's intact.
It's getting really dark, and I don't know if anybody will be able to see us anymore. But this has been amazing. Yay!
Thank you so
for
much.
coming.
Yeah,
You're
this is
welcome.
great, and we'll hopefully get Mr. Corbett from the North Pole and see if he has any extra questions, and we'll send him along with you.
Okay, yeah, I
hope he's all
okay.
right. Yeah,
Makes
hopefully.
it
He's probably okay.
rough.
Yeah.
It's a rough
Yeah.
journey.
He's a pretty hardy guy.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Whoa! I'm in the North Pole looking for penguins.
No penguins in the North Pole.
I know! It was so cold. I couldn't find any of them. Do you know where I can find some penguins?
Look right behind you.
Ah! I am going all the way to the North Pole. Why didn't you girls tell me this before? Freezing.
Wow, Barbie! That's quite a story. Up next, the Puget Sound region has always had a lot of hail compared to other parts of the United States. But why? Ken will have some answers after this break.
Mill Creek.
The best place to visit for so many reasons.
We have the town center and great schools.
If you enjoy biking, driving, walking, or just wandering around, you'll love Mill Creek.
It's bright and sunny in the summer, but you'll enjoy the gray skies and rain for days.
Mill Creek.
The town with a center. Mill Creek, the town with the center. Come here.
Hey, King, do you have a question for the penguin keeper?
I think I do. Where are penguins from?
Where are these penguins at? I'm at the North Pole, but all I see are seagulls. These penguins. I don't know. Someone told me. I think Miss Lanigan might have lied to me, or maybe it was Mr. Hansen. Oh, there's no penguins here. Where'd they go? I don't know.
Merry music in the moonlight, my teen eyes. Gotta get my, exercise.
Yeah, we're ready when you are.
Oh, okay.
Wish me luck. Off to the penguins I go.
He's gone.
There's penguins there. I don't see any penguins. Maybe Santa will help me. Santa! Santa! Oh, it's so cold.